When I was in middle and high school, I attended to Catholic school. It was mandatory to take the religion class. My classmates and I didn't like the class because it was boring. Every year we learn same meanings and interpretations and how we're supposed to proceed in different situations in life. Even though I study in a Catholic school, I have always had disagreements with the Catholic Church. For example, my major concern against the Catholic Church is how they distribute the money. When I was a child, I used to ask myself, how are we supposed to help poor people? Then I thought that if the Catholic Church would sell all their values, it will be an excellent resource to help people in need. Also, I used to go with my parents to Sunday Mass and observe them that donate money to the church without any benefits. At that point, I thought that the money went to the poor people, but I was wrong. The money went to the priest and church expenses, which nowadays I do not complain about it because I understand that there are expenses that the community has to support. Recently, I got hired by Citibank in the money laundering department. During my training, I had to do a research about corruption and money laundering scandals. At the beginning, I didn't know what topic to choose. When I was doing my research, I found very interesting articles about corruption in the Vatican Bank. I found in a Bloomberg article that the bank doesn't make loans, but it does take deposits, offer asset management services, and process wire transfers. Only Vatican employees are supposed to have accounts there. The capital of the bank never have been reported. Also, the bank employee says that the bank has the bank has properties in Rome and New York valued in $5,000 million. Also, the bank has $4 million in cash. One of the infamous scandals involved was the death of Pope John Paul I, who died in September of 1978, 33 days after his election. A death certificate never was issued. These have a result that several conspiracy theories. Many theories are associated with the Vatican Bank, which own many shares in Banco Ambrosiano. In a documentary in God's Bankers, I also found an infamous scandal that involved the mysterious death of Roberto Calvi in 1982, who was found hanged in a London bridge. Calvi was the chairman in Milan's Banco Ambrosiano, which collapsed that year. The Vatican Bank, which was Ambrosiano's largest shareholder and budget for many Calvi's suspect investments, ended up paying out $244 million to settle claims from Ambrosiano's creditors. Italian prosecutors conclude in 1997 that the Sicilian mafia probably killed Calvi, although no one has been convicted of the murder. In 2013, Pope Francis fired many of those laymen who work inside the bank. He wants to do everything to make the bank transparent. He is adopting rules to become the bank as an international community. The wild and crazy days, the fraud or corruption, will hopefully stop and leave it in the past. Even though all of these incidents within the Catholic Church, I will always maintain my faith in God. Now I would like to introduce my audience.
Hello, my name is Nadia. Hello, my name is Gabriel.
Hello, my name is Carla.
Hello, my name is Zoila.
Hello, my name is Giancarlo.
Hello, my name is Charles.
And thank you.